Well, another disappointing defeat. Is the manner of it more disappointing in terms of the three goals in really quick succession either side of half time?
Yeah, 100%. I am really, really frustrated and disappointed with the manner of the goals we've conceded because outside of the 15 to 20 minute spell before and after half time, I thought we were competitive. But the goals we conceded are exactly why we're in the position we're in because I'll be honest, the defending was unacceptable in those moments. And it hurts because our reaction when we went 3-0 down was really good. We were really competitive. We created some good chances in the second half, but it's easy to do it 3-0 down. And yeah, I'm incredibly frustrated with the performance that we've seen today because we're not making teams have to work hard to score goals against us. And when we get those same level of chances, we're not putting them away. So our work in both boxes hasn't been good enough in the last few weeks and hasn't been good enough today.
Is the added frustration that the second half, it's probably one of the better halves that we've put together in recent games against a good team. We've created big chances, played some good football, but we've put ourselves in a position where even if we'd got one back, it wasn't going to be enough.
Yeah, yeah, quite simply, yeah. We have played well in the second half, but it doesn't mean anything, and we're not in the business right now where we can afford to play well and not pick up points. So yeah, can't ignore the lack of quality in key defensive moments. And in the other half, yes, despite playing well and putting them under pressure and winning a lot of battles and creating chances, we've still not scored at the other end. So we're very keenly aware of the areas that we need to fix because in both boxes today we were poor, and you get what you deserve when you come to a place like this and play a team like Bristol who have good quality throughout if you do that.
You made some changes at half time, changed the shape a little bit, obviously went to a back four. With the positive performance, does it give you another option in the last three games?
Yeah, it does. We've switched up the personnel. We've been more aggressive, and we have caused them problems. It wasn't an uncomfortable half of football for Bristol in the second half, but it was in the first. So yes, we've changed shape and we've changed a couple of bits and pieces around, but I'm not hiding away from the fact that we weren't very good in the first half, and that wasn't down to shape and it wasn't down to structure. It's down to some individual mistakes and some individual performances, which, quite frankly, have to be better.
You've got 3 weeks now, obviously, and then the last three games come thick and fast. There's no getting away. We need at least one result. I know it's the international break now, so you lose half a dozen players again, but this is the last real sustained spell now. You've got to work with the team before that running.
Yeah, I think we'll need more than one result based on the results elsewhere. Like, I'm not looking at other results and expecting anything at all, but it is still in our hands. Yeah, the one thing I will say around the second half performance is we got the fight and we got the desire and we got the work rate that we need in order to get out of this situation. And unfortunately for us today, it's taken the situation of being 3-0 down to be able to do it. But I am confident that if we bring that same level of aggression and fight and grit and determination, the things that we really need, and no matter what Sheffield United team you go and watch, whether it's academy, first team, women's team, I expect if we do that, we stand a good chance still. It'd be a brave person to write us off because I'm certainly not writing anything off. And there's a lot of fight, a lot of spirit and determination in the staff and in the players. We saw it in spells today, but we need so much more, and we know that.
To end on a bit of a positive as well in terms of some of the bodies back today, you were able to, again, make changes to try and impact the game. You had Connie and Izzy back, Ella was back on the bench, Annie's obviously been down with us today for the first time, and even Maddie and Molly were back on the grass at the end of the week. So the numbers are getting stronger again, and you're going to need them.
Yeah, 100%. That depth is important. You've seen we made changes today and it impacted the game. I want more out of the team who I pick at the start, and so I've got decisions to make when we come back in April in those games. But that's a good decision to have because it's probably something I didn't have a lot of at the start of the season. So yeah, everyone's going to need to play the part in the last three games. We know that, whether it's from number 1 all the way up to number 44, everyone has a role to play. It's important we get it right in training, so that when we come back we have those three games and we do get maximum points out of them. And then the last thing I say is it was incredibly pleasing to see Molly Graham back on the grass running and starting the next phase of her recovery because she's had a really tough season, so that was a positive as well.